I'm totally in favor for it. Like I've not used it myself much, but I've heard praises of it, and
I am too.
It is generally just a better way to play the game that doesn't take away from the skill needed. Like it just allows for more precision. Because like it's not like a speed hack or anything like that. It's just like to me, it's like a similar like anything. Like it's the same as like the monitor thing. And for me, the issue with it is like with the whole arguments. Like I hear like but think of the mobile players. Like okay, yeah, but mobile players also aren't hooking up to the 280 hertz screens. Like they are by default at a disadvantage. Like
The
say
mobile
what you
screens have
want.
like 1000 hertz polling rate, so it's fine.
It's just. I don't know, it's just I don't know some mobiles maybe, but like generally, how many people have those phones?
I think yeah, it's fine, but it has to be built in.
I don't maybe yes, maybe no. The thing is just that with it, like it needs to be in the game, yes, but even before that, like I think it's not that big of an issue because at the end of the day, the community has already long accepted that phone completions, like mobile completions and non-mobile completions, are different categories. Like this is not like an illusion between anyone. People like I think like in the same way that 60 hertz is still like its own little thing, right?
Yeah.
So stuff like that. It's like people see someone beat something crazy on mobile and they'll respect for it. Like they're like, damn, like this is maybe not even like top 50 on the list, but like for mobile, this is ridiculous, and people like recognize that. So I don't see the issue in allowing this extra thing for PC players to advance further. Like I don't see why PC players and stuff like that need to be held back by a category that's already at a different tier and like it's fine there. Like obviously I want like between frames to be universal, but I don't feel the need to wait for it. That's my opinion.
I think there's a fear that it'll be used to maybe people think it'll be used to downplay people's achievements as well. Like people will beat something very hard, but they use quick between frames.
Yeah,
so it's like actually
we've been there before, and we'll get through it again. Like we've been there before. We've been there with 144 hertz. We've been there when like 240 got with that. It's like this is just a step that happens.
And then
every
bypass.
time.
I definitely think the original vision for the game wasn't you click on the right 60th of a second and then you jump. It's like you click and then you jump. That is the core mechanic of the game. It's just closer to that core mechanic. So,
I mean,
well, yeah, I mean,
the original vision of the game also wasn't to be this ridiculously hard and precise, but that's just the direction it went into naturally by the community. So it makes sense to let that more be empowered. And
like, I think if you went up to RobTop, like when he was making the game, and you said, and you just could have implemented quick between frames and said, this game's going to get really hard. He would have been fine with it. He just thought, okay, cool.
Yeah, Doctor Strange style.
Being like, no, this is.
If I tell you what happens, it won't.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just I don't think. I don't know. I think like if anything, I think click between frame is less of an issue than stuff like 144 hertz monitors and 240 hertz because that's gated behind a monetary thing. Whereas click between frames is a program you can download. And even let's say like before it becomes official in the game, and even if someone was like, "Oh, I'm gonna ask $1 for it," that's $1. But like the fact is, it was free. Like I'm saying was because you can't use it right now because the whole thing is modless. But like. At the end of the day, like just I'll say this as a season 9 animations. I do say that phrase a lot. I have very few words I say a lot frequently, and I will probably do that for the rest of this interview. So bear with me or this podcast. So, but yeah,